Welcome to another episode of
RyCanTopMyKnee.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jonathan. And we are a boys love podcast that talks about our favorite shows and all the press and mess around them.
And Jonathan. Oh my
What's
goodness.
my name? What'd you call me?
Jonathan. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Before we get into what I've been doing, can we start with an announcement? We have a bonus episode coming soon, right?
Oh, we do.
So what are we doing this bonus episode on?
Y'all, we're so behind on everything. We've been traveling and doing all this stuff, but we are going
Right.
to make a bonus episode of Love in the Big City. Just wait.
Mm,
Everyone is
mhm.
binging it. We are going to get on our binge game.
Yes.
We're going to do it.
And we're going to give our full review, as you
Full
know,
breakdown.
as messy as ever.
Mhm.
And we're going to be partial and impartial all at the same time. So
I heard it's really, really good and really, really spicy. So,
I've heard the same, and there's a lot of controversy around it because of some Korean zealots, but whatever. Like, they can eat rocks.
period. Period. Eat rocks.
So, so as you know, I am not back in the U.S. yet.
Wah, wah.
So, which is okay. I mean, election season is coming up. I'll be back just in time to cast my vote.
Even more wah, wah. Or
I
good.
know. Yeah.
Cast a vote, y'all. Vote if you're in the
Cast your vote. If you're in the U.S., you already know this voting time, child, is...
Woo.
Lord. So, anyway, make sure you vote. So, as you know, I am in Spain. I came here for a wedding, which the wedding was beautiful. Okay,
I
it
know
was
I
a
saw on your
destination wedding.
stories.
Yes, it was a
Gorgeous.
destination wedding. Beautiful. This month, as you know, I have been running ragged with weddings. Not saying I disliked the weddings. The weddings were great. They were just all literally days apart from each other.
That's
So,
crazy. I mean, everyone
yeah,
loves a September, October wedding, apparently, right? Is that like the main thing
clearly.
to do?
And everybody loved to have it in October 2024, too.
It's cuffing
So they
season.
were right. It was all of them beautiful in their own way. All of them what I expected and more. I'll say that. They were all great. All delicious food, all great vibes. Some had a little mess in the background, which,
Ooh.
unless you knew the tea, you wouldn't have known.
Any messy gays?
Um, no. There were messy straights, but not messy gays. So I'll say that. Yeah. And then, as you know, I also went to Morocco. I actually am now back in Spain. And
Flued out.
you know who I was with.
I know you were with your man that's not your man.
Right.
Loyal listeners who know
Right.
your man that's not your man.
That was my first time in Morocco, by the way. I would go again. Morocco was great. So
Was
I
the
think
weather
it's
nice?
I'll say this because you and I think run the same level when it comes to temperatures.
A little toasty.
Yeah, it was in the mornings it was like in the 60s in Fahrenheit. So that's roughly somewhere around, for those who use Celsius, we're talking about between 15 and 18, maybe 19 Celsius. And then by middle of the day, it was almost somewhere in the low 80s. So, which is somewhere around about 26, 27 Celsius for those who use Celsius. So, but it was humid in the part of Morocco we were in. We were in
Even
Fez.
worse. Even worse.
So, but Fez was great. I had a good time there. My alleged husband was sick during the time.
Aww.
So I low-key think I caught something from him.
Oh, you probably
Uh,
did. A little love bug. No, no.
Jesus. But it was a great trip. We saw a lot of stuff.
That's
I would
good.
go to Morocco again. Also, what's funny is last time I saw him was around the same time last year.
Mm.
And that was when we went to Alberta. And yeah, he also got sick. So I'm like, this is a pattern. Like, this needs to stop.
He
Like, we
is
can't.
a super spreader, is what he is.
Right, we
He's a
can't do
carrier.
this. But I didn't get sick that time. So this time, I don't know if it's him or because the weather changed suddenly here in
I feel like,
Barcelona.
yeah,
So,
like right now I'm a little sick from my trip. I don't know
hmm
if it's all the flying around, but it's going around, y'all. Protect
right.
yourselves.
And people
Get
coughing
your
and sneezing,
shots.
not covering their mouth. Like they forgot we
Mm-hmm.
just got through a global pandemic. So, I don't know.
It's the more
So,
festive time of the year. That's why everyone's out more. You know, everyone gets sick more.
yeah, there's people are definitely out and about and tooting and fruiting, all of that.
Ew.
So,
But speaking of weddings,
yes, we should
Kevin.
get to word on the tweet right away.
Ah!
Because we have a wedding that's coming up and
Oh
it's
my
not
god.
for one of us. Okay.
Or maybe. Let's see. No. So Kevin, I screamed.
Mm,
I woke up that morning.
I did.
I screamed. I refreshed. I slapped myself in the face. Well, maybe not that, but I was like, "Is this
Mm,
real?" I had to like make sure this wasn't like a fan edit or something, but
mm,
I can't. So I woke up Thursday morning, and
mm.
already everyone's posting MewTul are engaged. Mew proposed to Tool during his like press conference for his like new single for his new music video called Absence, which also has
Mm.
Tool in the video. Have you seen the video?
I've not seen the video, but the announcement, I was
You was
on
all
a
over that.
train. I was on a train from Fez to Casablanca to catch my flight back to
Ooh, how
Barcelona. And
romantic.
I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I
Oh
was
my
trying to
gosh.
contain myself on this train where the air conditioning was not working.
Oh.
So I wasn't like sweating in excitement, like this is big, big, big.
This is so, oh my god. I feel like they just announced their relationship what, like 2 months ago? Like they just went public with it.
Yeah, I think it was more than 2 months ago. I want to say it was earlier this summer. Like it feels as if it was sooner, but it
I mean,
was, but
they've been
they had
dropping
been.
hints the past year.
Right, and they've been pretty much together for a while. So
And
I
it's
I
crazy. I'm so proud of them. I'm
I
so happy for them.
I am ecstatic. Like honestly, I need to see a whole reality show
I need
on
to see
everything leading up to the
everything.
wedding and the wedding, like immediately.
This
Like
wedding's gonna be
this is great.
huge. It's gonna be
It's going to
huge.
be the talk of the town, the
The
hype of the
talk of
highway.
Thailand.
Right. It's going to be the bippity boop on the block. Like it's going to be everything.
So
Like
many
seriously.
weddings. So many
Yes, so
weddings
many.
happening. Like,
This is a wedding that I wish I had an invitation to.
oh, I would pay good money to see this in
I
person.
want to be right there. I would scream the no, they're gonna throw me out because I'm gonna act ignorant. So
I'll be like, yeah,
I'm gonna be screaming the whole wedding, leave with a sore throat.
fangirling. Oh my
And like I'm gonna
god.
be acting a whole fool.
As we
But
should. Oh my
as we
god.
should. Like this is
This is big.
big. This is so big.
Yeah, part of me is
Um,
like, they're so young to be getting married, but I don't know. No, they're not.
they're in
Or
their 30s.
maybe
They're
it's just
both
in my
older than
mind.
you.
In my mind.
Yeah, they're in their
In my
30s.
mind, since they just confirmed their relationship like yesterday practically. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
they've only been together I think since like what, 2020, as far as we know. They said like
Yeah, but they've known each other
right
for a
before the
decade.
pandemic. Yeah, but they've known each
Yeah,
other since college. Yeah.
yeah. So
So it's a
they've
long
known each
time
other for a
coming.
very long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they probably have had feelings for each other for a while, but
Mm-hmm.
they didn't really act on it until they were far apart from each other. Oh, what a beautiful story.
I
And
need a whole show. I need a documentary of their love
yes.
story.
And
I
I
need a
love
book.
how their on-screen partners both congratulated them, which was really
That's
nice.
a big thing
You
too.
know,
Like
and remember
Golf hasn't interacted with him in a while, I think.
right, and remember I said something buck wild like many episodes back about
About Mats?
golf. No, about golf, not about
Okay.
Max. I said something really nice about Max. Like I
We love
love
Mats. We
Max.
love Mats and
Yeah.
golf.
I said that golf probably may have not been as supportive.
Oh,
Remember I said that? Um, so, which was probably why they didn't really talk anymore, or maybe he might have actually been a little homophobic. I don't know.
oh,
But,
not type coming to life.
right.
I mean, we
I
don't
mean,
know.
not in
I
a
think
violent way.
probably
We don't know. We don't
he
know what
just really
happens
wanted
behind
to
the
distance
scenes.
himself from the whole
The whole BL
crazy
thing in
Mew
general. Yeah, and the
golf.
crazy
Like, yeah,
fans. Yeah.
yeah. It's a big industry that kind of transcends the show
Hmm.
sometimes. But I mean, MewTul, yeah, I don't see. As far as I know, it's just only been happiness. No one's been kind of dragging them down.
If anyone drags them down, I'm going to act like my name is Candy Burris, and I'm gonna drag them in this
Oh
bitch.
my god! If
Okay,
you know, you know.
like if you know, you know. Um, what else is happening?
What else? On the same note of MewTul nonsense, Mew just posted on Instagram that, I mean, he said this for a while, that he's been like, planning this engagement and like planning to get married. So
Hmm.
as like a lot of Thai men do, like they get ordained into like monkhood for a little bit beforehand
Right.
before they
It's
get
like doing a
married.
spiritual reset.
Yeah, and it's like achieving a level of status as like a
Hmm.
Thai man, and also like an appreciation to your parents, and
Hmm.
yeah. So Mew is gonna, yeah, he's gonna go into
Yeah.
monkhood soon. Are you ready to see his
Yes.
shaved head?
I'm ready. I'm ready for all of it, And you know what? After hearing that, you know, let me tell you this. I actually had a mini crush on you long before I
We
even
all
spoke to,
did.
yeah, long before I was into Tool, right? And funny thing is, I followed both of them maybe months apart from each other,
Oh, because we all
before we
watched
even
Star
knew
and
they were
Type, and
together.
we all saw, yeah,
Yeah,
together with me
but
back in the day.
right. And Mew, there was just something about him that you could tell. I think Mew and I are very similar in personalities. I'm going to say that. And I think that's why I was like, I really like this guy. And I
Mm-hmm.
think Tool is very similar to somebody I know.
Ooh, say their name.
I'm not
Say
saying their name, but you can already put two and two
say
together.
their
Because I
name.
even think about how they both like, even how Mew proposed. I was like, of course it'd be Mew to propose. To propose. I feel as if he's the one who is a little bit more outgoing. Like you could tell they both love each other the same level, but they're gonna express it differently.
Yeah, Mew is ready. He's been holding, he's been ready for this, ready to
Right? And
express it to the
he was
world.
not dropping hints. He was
Yeah.
dropping like whole videos. Like we knew
Not whole
exactly what was going
videos,
on.
but jumping.
Right. Like, sir, like we know what's going on.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the
yeah. He's
fact that
ready to
he
claim
wants
his
to,
man. Yeah.
right, the fact that he had already been planning this, duh, we know you have been. Like, we know that you had already been thinking about, he probably even has the wedding planned in his head. If he's anything like me, he probably has
Oh.
the wedding already planned. He
Mm-hmm.
already knows the date. He already knows the time. He knows the location. He knows the budget. He knows who's going to be the wedding plan. He knows everything already.
They're such big travelers too. People have been saying
Right.
that, like, I think they said that they wanted to get married in like 3 different countries or something. So maybe that might happen. Are we getting a wedding
Mm,
tour, MewTul wedding tour
that would
around the
be cute.
globe?
And I mean, I was here for a destination wedding. The couple that was getting married, they're not from Spain. They're from
Mm-hmm.
Hong Kong. So,
Yeah, so they already have all the wedding,
hmm,
all
they
the
got it
papers
all
have been
planned.
signed, but you just do it again in a different
Yes.
country.
And the fact that Mew wants to do this whole monk thing, it's good. He wants to go into this new chapter on a clean plate. He wants to be cleansed, you know.
Ooh.
Like whatever. And I mean, I'm just saying, like, whatever from the
Yeah,
past,
yeah.
let it go and come in renewed, you know. And I think that's good. You know, not saying that he coming in dirty, but you know, I think, you know, you want to.
Oh, he coming in
I mean,
hot and dirty, hot and steamy.
I mean, he trying to save the hot, steamy, and dirty for other things. You know what I'm saying? So,
Ah, oh my god.
but yeah, but I
Okay.
think, you know, but I think, you know, he wants to come in spiritually reset, and
He
that's
wants to
always
come
good.
in. Let me stop.
Okay, I mean, you know what? Let me stop too, because see, you're about to make me say something I shouldn't say. Okay, what
Oh,
else is happening?
it's just been a while since we recorded.
It has been. Oh, child.
Oh my, oh my. Yes.
So what else is happening?
So what else has happened, y'all? Did you know that there is a new Hong Kong dating show? I'm so mad I didn't
There
catch this.
is.
Yes, it was. It's on. It's out already. Like I think there's like half the show was out already. It's called Boyscation 2. Apparently there was a Boyscation 1. Like there was a season 1 already.
I loosely heard about this somewhere on the grapevine,
Yeah.
and maybe I might have even told you about it. I don't remember.
I was like, we
But
should get on this. Like it's like almost over, but like we should binge. It's on Gaga, like all the episodes.
okay, then we
I'm
can
like,
go ahead and get on it.
yeah, I'm like, this is so fresh and new, and I just came back from Hong Kong, so
Okay, we can get on it. We can twirl on it.
we can twirl on
that.
it.
So,
Oh my.
what else is happening?
So another big thing connected to the whole drama with Love in the Big City. It's crazy because I did see this like live while scrolling through Twitter. A lot of people up on their high horse with Love in the Big City.
Oh,
You know,
Lord.
everyone's on the hype train. Everyone's like, oh my god, this is a gem, gold, as it should be. But then they're starting to drag Thai BLs, being like, look at Love in the Big City compared to shows like, I don't know, Only Friends, like Arthur and Type, like some of these shows are just sets and terrible gay representation, but Love in the Big City is, you know, the proper way to show
They're comparing
Asian.
it to OnlyFriends.
I don't know what they're comparing it to, but they've been
'Cause
dragging
I
a
was
lot
like,
of Thai
OnlyFriends
BLs.
is actually a good show.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
if they're
people see
comparing it to a show like Playboy, okay, I get it, because that's a really terrible
yeah,
show.
but not every Thai BL is Playboy. Not every Thai BL
exactly.
is just smashing cheeks.
These are probably people who didn't watch 4 minutes. These are probably people
These
who
are people
didn't
that saw
watch
4 minutes.
180 degrees longitude, you know.
Yeah, like there's
these
so
are
many
people who are
quality
watching
shows.
Playboy, or people who are watching, what's that other trash show, Middleman's Love, or
Oh, you're naming names. Check out the series.
yeah, those are, check out the series. They're watching shows like that, and they're like, oh, Thailand could do better. It's like, well, Thailand has been doing better,
Thailand
like a
has
lot
done
better.
There's just
Yeah.
such a large volume that you see a lot of, you know, a large range. You see it in between. You see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And KBLs
And if you've
are
been
like,
listening to our podcast, you would know that.
yeah, you
But
would know.
clearly
'Cause
they're not listening to our podcast, so they don't even know.
We filter out through the nonsense, y'all. But
Right. And we tell you what the nonsense is, so then you can watch it at your own risk.
at your own leisure. But KBLs are like very few in between. Like this year,
Right.
we've only had like probably like less than 10.
Yeah. And I mean,
And out of the
Korea,
10,
they make
like,
maybe 20-ish in a whole year, you know, at the
Yeah.
most 20. And Thailand is making like 100, if not even more. So, yeah, you can't
don't
just
know.
compare.
Wild
We haven't even
comparisons.
watched the show yet. Well, I haven't yet.
I haven't either. I've been like saving it because I just know this is gonna be so good. I want to save.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take when I get back, maybe I'll just take the day off because I'm supposed to go into the office, but I'm not feeling well already.
I'm sick. They better be like, boo,
So,
you whore. Boo
I might
you.
have to take. Let's see. So far I don't have any appointments scheduled, so
We'll
maybe,
see.
maybe. Well, anywho, let's get to our shows of the week. So, Jonathan, what is your show this week?
Okay, my show of the week is Blue Canvas of Youthful Days.
Oh, I don't think I've heard of this.
I,
Tell
I, I
me
was talking to you about
everything.
it before.
You
It
probably
was
were.
yeah, it's like a Chinese BL that got
Mm.
taken down off of iQIYI a couple months ago. It was
Oh,
like
you
halfway through
found
the
it.
show. They announced that it was coming out on Gaga. Ooh la la.
Oh.
So
So, do you
now,
think it might have been a contractual thing with iQIYI? Or do you think it was China being China?
I don't know. I've been reading some comments, and some people are saying that it wasn't due to like censorship or anything. It had
Okay,
like
so it could
it
have
was
been
like
a
another
contractual thing
like
with iQIYI.
it was like yeah some other internal issue or something that had to be pulled
Mm-hmm.
down.
Mm-hmm.
But it's back up and running, so hopefully we get all episodes on Gaga soon. But only
Okay.
2 episodes are out so far, and I'm
Okay.
liking it so far. It's about art students, if any
Okay.
art
We
students
love
out
that.
there.
Yes, we love it.
And there's two couples,
Mm.
and there is some disability representation because one of the characters
Mm.
is deaf.
Mm.
So yeah, you get a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. You get a
I'm
rich and
already.
poor dynamic.
Mm.
You get a artist dynamic. I don't know. You get a
Mm.
older, younger. I don't know. Anything you
How
can get.
much older and younger?
No, 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 no. Not like that. Not like that. Very like big brother, little brother, but they're all kind
Okay,
of
so we're
old
talking about
enough.
a year or two, not
Probably,
20,
probably.
not 20-year gap.
No, this guy looks young, but they're probably all old as hell. But I'm loving it so far. There's 2 episodes out. Um, yeah, give it a listen. Give it a look.
Yeah, I'll give it a look. That will be maybe something I'll watch on my plane ride. We'll see.
Hmm.
Um, my show this week is High School Frenemy. It is
Mm.
another Jam MTV show. I don't think it's meant to be a BL, but it's definitely a bromance.
Hmm.
Definitely a bromance. And
A romance
uh,
with Nani and who is it? Is it Nani and Perth? Who's in the show?
child, I don't remember the names,
Oh,
but I do remember. But I do remember what the show is about because it's really good.
let me whip up the list for you since she's a little forgetful today.
Today, it's a lot. There's a
Um,
lot going on in my mind.
oh, maybe this is one of the new boys that just joined
I think it is new.
GMMTV.
These are new guys. That's why I don't remember their names.
Yeah, his name is Sky.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in the industry for a minute though, but I guess he just signed into GMMTV maybe like last year or something. But
Mm-hmm.
he was in My Ambulance with like Bilk and PP back in the day. Like
Mm.
he was in Hormones back in the day. He's been
Mm-hmm.
working. He's been working.
Right.
But yeah, it's Sky and Nani doing this High School
Mm-hmm.
Frenemies.
Yes, and there are a lot of familiar Jam MTV faces throughout the show. They're doing 2 episodes a week. Pretty much, it is about two rival high schools that get combined into one high school.
Mm-hmm.
And these rival high schools have a very violent and toxic rivalry to
Oh,
the
is it really
point that they
violent?
beat up each other on the streets, all of that.
Oh.
Um, so now the fighting is happening in this new school since they're combined. And the two mains, okay, they used to be best friends. And only about,
The two main Saint and Shin.
yes,
Yeah.
they used to be best friends. And something happened where Saint betrayed uh,
Shin.
Shin. We don't know exactly
This
what
is
the
giving
betrayal
Bad Buddy
was yet.
though. This is giving Bad Buddy, no? Like
Well,
two
this is
rival,
worse
like
than Bad
engineering
Buddy
versus
because see, Bad
architecture.
Buddy was like a cute rivalry where they had these little fights. These fights are almost lethal.
Oh,
Like
they're like
they've been
killing.
going, yeah, like it's really bad. And
They going for
one of them
headshots.
is in cahoots with an organized crime. Like that's how bad it is.
Oh my
You know, so,
god.
Yeah, so
Is it
this
ever
is
that
definitely,
serious, y'all? Is it ever that
yeah, and see
serious?
with Bad Buddy, it's two rival families and all of that. There's no rival family in here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but whatever Saint did was really, really bad. We don't know exactly what it is yet because I'm still waiting, and it's 4 episodes in so far. But Saint is trying to make amends with Shin. Like he's
Mm.
really trying hard because whatever he did was so bad, and he feels bad about it, and he's clearly remorseful. But Shin is not having it. Shin is like, I don't want anything to do with you because you hurt me so much, and you could tell Shin is incredibly hurt, but still has a lot of love for his friend. So
Mm-hmm.
he's like keeping up appearances the whole time, but then when Saint is not looking, you can see him crying. You know, it's like it's clearly a bromance. Like they clearly have deep love for each other, but we don't know what the betrayal was, and we don't know why the betrayal
It's probably
happened.
because of a girl. We already know.
I actually had it has nothing to do with the girl. I'm
Oh, okay,
100%
okay,
sure of
okay.
that. I have something I believe it has something to do with not only the school rivalry, but I think it has something to do with this organized crime.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think there's a girl involved in this at all, except for there might be Saint might have a little thing for his teacher, which that's a little weird, but
Oh.
there's
Oh,
that.
I was
So,
just looking up. Oh, this is the show that I think GMMTV put up like a little statement being like, "Oh, Nani got into like a filming accident on the set of this
mm,
show." Like, oh, he got
yeah.
a cut on his eyebrow and a fractured nose and had to go
Ooh.
under surgery. Oh my god.
Well,
Is the
considering
action that wild?
yes. I mean, there's been knives brought out. There's already been people using boards to hit each other. Like, and they're fighting every single episode. And you have like people in the school literally breaking them up. And why they're trying to keep them together is purely financial.
Mm.
But I think this whole thing is going to fall apart because for whatever reason, these students don't get along. And I mean, I know the reason. The reason is actually something really petty, but it's what's between Saint and Shin is not petty. It's like really, really deep. We just don't know how deep it is yet. So, but yeah. Anyway,
Mm.
it's a really good show. You will see a lot of mess happening. You will be on your toes trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So, anywho, can we talk
Anywho,
about shows that just ended?
should we first talk about shows that are coming out, or go straight into shows
Let's
that
go
just?
to the ones that just ended because we can get
Okay,
through those
okay.
very quickly.
Got it,
Yes.
got it, got it.
So, Addicted Heroin ended,
Crazy.
the
Tell
Thai
me,
version.
tell me how it ended, because I am not watching that show.
I've been telling you, you need to watch it. It is actually pretty
I can't
good.
be disappointed by another adaptation. I can't. The
I think you
story's
need to
so
go ahead and watch
precious.
it, especially since it seems as if it's taking a slightly different turn than the Chinese adaptations of the story.
Really? Wait,
Yes.
so give me a little sneak peek. Where did it end in the story so far? Season 1 ended.
It ended
Are we up to
with
the girlfriend? Are we up to?
nope, girlfriend is gone. We already that's already been passed. It ends with the two of them running away,
Okay.
and that's where it ends.
But the family knows about them.
Yes, the family knows about them. The general dad is not happy about it, and that's where we left off.
Mm.
Yeah. So where season two is going to start off is where they run away to because we have an idea that they're probably going to some beach, but beyond that we don't know exactly. So yeah, and
Mm.
the and Pop's dad, the poor dad,
I forgot their
uh,
names are wild.
yeah,
They're
he
wildly different from it.
yes he knows that they ran away, but he doesn't know where they're running to because he said, "Don't tell me because then I'm gonna have to tell the general." So just don't tell
Mm.
me. Just run away, and then when you get to wherever you are, just tell me that you're safe, and that's it. So
All
yeah,
right. So on a
it's
scale of 1 to no, how about rate the 3 adaptations so far? Let's do that.
um I still think Stay With Me is the best adaptation so far. That
Yes.
is, I mean, it was so good. But and I'm just sad that the likelihood of us getting a second season is very low.
Mm-hmm.
Um that one I would give a solid 8 out of 10. Um
That's a
I
10
would
out of 10 in
give
my book. 10 out of
I would
10 in
give
my book.
the Thai version Addicted Heroin a 7. Because I like Stay With Me a little bit more. Um, and then
What
I
about the
also
original
give the
Chinese
original, I
version?
also give that a 7, even though I feel it's a little clunky, but I'm giving it a 7 because it was really China's first BL. And
Mm,
then it was sabotaged before it could even finish. So it's not really their fault that it's getting a 7, but that's what I'm giving it.
mm-hmm.
It could have been better if it was given the opportunity to be better.
I see.
So
I
yeah.
see.
hmm But Addicted Heroin,
Interesting.
I'll give it a 7. It's actually really good. The acting's good. It does go by really fast.
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
mean. Like they're just shoving how much
and it's
into
only
12
10
episodes?
episodes. Yeah,
10
and it's only
episodes?
10.
Oh
Yep.
my.
But it goes by really fast. But it doesn't feel as if it's going by really fast because we know the story already. So we
Hmm.
know it's zooming through.
So then,
Um,
they go through the whole girlfriend
yeah,
arc
but
and the
yeah.
cousin and the.
hmm Yeah, and ooh, I will tell you, I don't want to even say it, but there's something that the cousin does that is very different from the other two adaptations. That I was like, this man is disgusting. And I would say
He's
that that's all I'm gonna
evil.
say.
He's
He's already
evil.
evil in the other ones, but in this one, mm-mm. I was like, you're
Mm-mm.
not even cute enough to be doing all of that. Like, I'm sorry.
I think in the
Like,
Chinese version, we
mm-mm.
never got to even get to the cousin. Like the
Right.
girlfriend showed up and we didn't even get to the cousin.
Yeah, we didn't
It's just
get
like,
that beyond the girlfriend
uh,
because then the show was canceled. So, um, the other show that ended is Battle of the Writers. This was another
Tudor Yim show that came out very
mhm,
fast after Middleman's Love. Crazy how we
yes.
got two Tudor Yim shows before we got another new Z Nunu project. Crazy.
Yes. Also crazy that Battle of the Writers is only slightly better than Middleman's Love.
Slightly.
I'm gonna say, and this is why.
Mm-hmm.
The
Tell me.
story was a little too drawn out. The acting was fine.
Mm-hmm.
So the acting was definitely way more tolerable than Middleman's Love.
Okay,
Way
so
more tolerable.
Yim calm down on that crazy
A
acting.
lot. And his character was not supposed to be this annoying person
Annoying. I see.
anyway. Um, it was pretty much just a simple, straightforward BL with the twist of these writers writing a web series together. And that was it. Like, it's an
Mm.
easy watch. It was nothing super groundbreaking.
Were the side couples at least did they help out the show? Because I know it had a lot of boys from Playboy, right? It had a lot of
Yeah,
side
but they
characters from
were
all over the
very, they
place.
were, the ones from Playboy were in like maybe 3 or 4 episodes max.
Oh, I
Like
thought they were like side
they
couples.
were not like main couples, like side couples. They're like kind of just showed up and that's it.
Oh, were
Like,
they like
yeah, they would,
acted as part of the stories that they're writing or something?
no, they were
No.
more of, I would say like they were kind of antagonist,
Mm.
or they kind of moved things along for the story based on their roles. That's why they showed up maybe 1 or 2 episodes and that's it. Um, Overall, I'll give the show a 6 out of 10.
Oop.
Like, it's not a bad show. It's not amazing. Um, you watch it, you'll be satisfied, I guess. But I will say the last few episodes, it took me energy to get through them. But I finished it for the pod.
You did it for us. And of course, Poppy
Yes.
was in this because he had to be in this. He's
Mm-hmm.
in like every 2 Monday show ever.
Yes. And only for a little bit, but he was there. Um,
So, would you
and
recommend this to
lastly,
people?
I mean, if you want to see Tudor Yum, you should watch it. Otherwise, if you watch it, great. If you don't, You're So Good, and
Ooh.
that's
And that's
it.
on period. All right. We can
Right.
move on.
So you finished First Note of Love. I have
Yes,
not
First
finished
Note
it
of
yet.
Love. You should. I won't spoil, but I
I
mean, what was the
will.
last episode you saw? Like
It might have
episode
been
8 or
episode
something?
4 because I'm waiting for it.
What?
It's a show I'm watching with a friend, and I'm waiting
So
for
you're
him to
like,
have time. And I've
mm,
been trying to finish it, but now I think I'm going to finish it without him, and that's it.
I see, I see.
Because I got other shows to watch.
Yeah, this show is very short. I wish it was longer. I wish it was like a full length show. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, there wasn't
It was
much.
8 episodes, right?
There was 12,
It was 12.
but there isn't really much story to it. But I did really enjoy the show. I just wish each episode was so short. I wish it was longer so we can, do more with the characters. But
Or
I
maybe they could
really,
have just done more with the time they had.
ooh, it's
Just
yeah, a
saying.
little of both. Like it was a
Hmm.
lot of flashbacks that we didn't need.
Mm.
But I think like Charles and Michael, like they were so good. Like
Hmm.
playing Neil and C, like I feel like they had such great chemistry, and I really
Mm.
liked the music in this show. So I would recommend it.
What would you
Um,
rate the show?
I rated it a 6.
Okay.
It's just it needed more.
Mm.
I needed more backstory.
Hmm.
I needed more plot.
Okay.
It just needed more. But
Yeah.
I did like
More,
all the
more,
characters.
more.
Like that's the thing.
Okay.
You watch it and then you're like, oh, I'm loving the characters in this world, but then like you don't get enough of it, and then it just kind of
Mm.
ends. And then you have the
Okay.
side couple, which is like, you bring this Thai rock star into the
Hmm.
midst that's getting with this manager,
Hmm.
and yeah, they also don't get enough story, but
Mm.
I would love to see like a whole side series of them. But
Yes.
the weird thing about the
And
show
this
is,
is a collaboration with Star Hunter.
mm-hmm.
So as you know, I'm going to see our girl Claire on Tuesday, aka the day this episode comes out.
Oh,
So in our conversation, I'll bring it up.
I mean, it was a great show. Just literally wish we had more,
There was
more,
more. Hmm. Hmm.
But I think it was a good first show if you want to like start them off as a couple. But I know Taiwan likes to do these like one and done couples. Like
Yes.
they might still like do like cutesy things together, but there's never like a part 2 show.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll
We'll
find
wait
out.
and see. Um, we got some new shows to talk about, so let's get into that.
There's so many shows. We're so behind. It's been like a month since we really like sat down and really got hot and heavy on shows. But
I feel as if these shows just came out of somebody's hoo-ha, and we're like,
yo,
here
they
they
just
are.
dropped them. Everything's kind of like
Dropped.
dropped.
For real. The first one, I saw this on IG not too actually today when I was looking around because I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to watch on this train ride later.
Yeah, you download
Let
some stuff.
for you the Curse of the Taekwondo. Is that a movie or a show?
It's a show. It's a KBL.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That just came out. I think it just came out maybe like last week or something. I think there's only like 2 episodes out of this as
Okay.
well, like 2 or 3. But
Okay.
I've also heard good things, so it's on my
Yes.
list.
And it's a show that I've somewhat been excited about because I did see little previews of it before it came out, like a couple weeks ago. So it's like, okay, this should be good. Around the same time I was seeing stuff for Love in the Big City. So I am looking forward to that. The other one is Blue Canvas of Useful Days, which you already talked about, and you said it's good so
Yes.
far. And it's on Gaga Lala.
Yes, yes, yes.
We already talked about Love in the Big City a little bit, which all of it is out.
All of it is
and
out.
came
You can watch it on
last
Viki.
week. Okay, it's only on Viki.
I'm pretty sure it's only on Viki in America.
I might
Let's
see
see.
where I can find it elsewhere because I have
Oh,
issues with Vicky.
oh
Um,
no! I have a friend's
yeah,
Vicky, so I'm going to binge that. It's on TV
yeah.
Ing, TV Ing, and Vicky.
Hmm. Okay. And then Love is a Poison. That's coming out on Netflix
Yes, it's a Japanese
in the US or
BL.
Netflix just in certain places.
I think U.S. Netflix. I saw it on
Okay.
Twitter and I was like, yes, 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 because I really want to see this. People said this is really good.
Okay. And then Your Sky, the series, another Thai show
Another Thai
on
show.
IG.
This is by what's that company? This is by Mandy, and it's another Mandy show.
Okay.
Um, so
Wait, who's in this one?
some new boys, but there is one boy that we know that's gonna be in it. Mike
Ooh.
from who
Oh
was
my
in
gosh, my
TMTV. I
baby.
know he's making his acting comeback as a side character
Yes.
in this show. So
Yeah, and hopefully he's with somebody too.
I hope he has a little something something. Right? He
Mm-hmm.
deserves another. I don't know, another shot if he wants.
Yeah.
I'm willing to see it.
Whatever he wants, I'm available. I mean, yeah.
Oh, oh,
Anywho, we should do a mid-season review of the show Bad Guy, My Boss.
God.
Oh,
This show,
oh.
I've been like low key, like I'm loving this show. It's so messy, it's so silly.
It is a hot mess. Like, do we have some mess from this messy ass show? Like, what is this thing slanging? Like,
Oh,
oh my
Kun Ellis, he's
gosh.
swinging, he's slanging.
I don't know I don't know. He must be
It
for
must be
all these
good,
guys
girl.
trying to get on him.
Literally, it must be that good.
He's given, the professor in Love is
Stop,
Better the Second Time
y'all.
Around.
Go back
He
and
got
watch our
something.
review of Love Is Better the Second Time
Listen
Around.
to our review.
It was so
Yes.
good. Watch the show, listen to the
And then listen to
review.
the review. Yes.
Um,
But the main couple in Bad Guy My Boss is Pat and Ellis. Pat is Ellis's longtime secretary and personal assistant. And Kun Ellis is, I guess, a CEO,
he's
a
a CEO of this.
this big conglomerate that he low-key stole from one of his family members or whatever it may be. Like, it was
Yeah, that
so
was.
shady.
It's so shady and messy, but yeah, I think the company they do real estate.
Yeah,
Something to do
they
with
do
real
real
estate.
estate
Yeah,
and development or something like that.
yeah.
And they clearly look, we talked about this show a little bit already. Ellis is a mess. He got a different dude each night and has Pat booking dinners and hotels for him. And it's almost as if he's doing it to make Pat jealous.
I mean, not at
And
first. At first, he was just hoeing to hoe. He was
he
just
sure
a little
was
man
like hoeing
whore.
against walls in the hotel, against sofas in the hotels, kitchens in the hotels,
This man looks tall as
everything.
hell too. He looks like he's 6'9" in this show. Like he's
But he
towering over
was,
everybody.
and then he had a different dude each time. And the one he was seeing most of the time was this dude, Kim, which we'll get to in a little bit. There are also some side couples in this show, which honestly, I feel as if the side couples are somewhat irrelevant. Do you feel that way? Because, I mean, I almost always
I don't.
forget them. They're
I
like
don't
in the
know.
background.
I don't think there is any side couples. I think they're just messy relationships. But I don't think anyone's gonna stay together besides the main couple.
So really it's side hoes.
It's a bunch of side hoes.
So the main side hoe is Kim. Kim doesn't know he's a side hoe. Kim thinks he's the main one, but we can all tell you a side hoe. And Kim is like, you're seeing how Ellis is lusting after Pat and doing all this stuff and drops everything at a dime,
Hey.
to go ahead and, you know, clean the booty hole that
Ooh.
Pat has or whatever.
Oh my god. He did what? Oh my god.
I mean, am I lying? Like, clearly, this man is in lust over Pat.
I
And
think yeah he wants, I don't know, I think he just wants, yeah, he wants to have his cake and eat it too. So he like loves that
literally,
Pat knows
he's eating
everything
Pat's
around.
cake.
Oh
Literally.
yes.
Literally.
He wants Pat to handle everything with the business, but also handle everything with the pleasure. But also wants to be able to
Literally.
go hit up Kim and be like, "Hey, I'm free tonight. Our usual."
Right. And notice the last few dates he had with Kim, they didn't do anything.
Oh, I feel
He was
bad for
sitting thinking
Kim.
about Pat the whole time. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
Kim is
like,
like, "All
Kim,
right,
you
I'm
need to
fine
let
being a
this
side
go.
hoe," but then look at him looking like a lost puppy here. He's like, "You called me
Right.
to do what? To
Yeah.
complain about your assistant not picking up your phone? Mess."
Right.
And Pat
Mm-mm-mm.
also needs to like, he needs to stand up. He over here like, "I'm gonna quit. I put in my resignation, y'all, and I'm running away."
And he still hasn't quit.
And he still hasn't quit. He's gonna show up right back to work the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Ellis is like, Ellis just shows up, stalker vibes, and is like, "You're not quitting. I didn't
He's
accept the resignation."
obsessed with Pat. He is
He's
obsessed.
obsessed.
It is very, it's too much. Like, I would have gone to another country if someone was obsessed with me like
He
that.
was
I
gonna
don't care how
find you.
fine
He
you
will
are. That
find you.
creeps me
He will
out.
find you.
No, he won't, because I'll be like in Alaska or something.
Ooh.
Like, you're not gonna find me there. Like, let me lay low with the polar bear right quick.
Oh my god.
Like,
You gonna
doing too
snuggle up with the
much.
polar bear. This show is
For
very
real.
much, yeah, it's like toxic work environment. Enemies, not enemies to lovers. It's just kind of like, yeah, like a very back and forth. Will they, won't they? Like, they're not even
Right.
official. Like, they're still in this like weird realm of like, we like each other, but
Lust and thrust. That's what they're
yeah,
doing.
like there's still this power
Literally.
dynamic of you're my boss and I'm your assistant. And I
Right.
don't know if that's ever gonna change, which is the toxic part. Like,
Right.
this man still bosses you around even when you're on your day off. You resign and he's still bossing you around. Like, how you let that
And he's
happen?
still showing up at his house,
He gonna
at
show
his
up at your
door,
hotel, at your
showing up
house.
at your hotel in a whole nother part of the country.
Come on, buddy, stand
Like,
up.
it is too much. Too much. And then let's talk about the exes. Child.
This whole run back story, I really need to figure out what's the real reason. Cause Ellis is like, he's confused, he's sad, he's hurt that Run betrayed him and slept with a competitor, like the CEO of the competitor
And
or
now is
whatever.
dating that competitor, and they're in a toxic
But they're in
relationship.
like it looks like they're in a like really like abusive, toxic relationship. But it's like
Is
Run is also
low
enjoying
key.
it though. Run, like, it
Run is
looks
a
like he can leave
sadist.
at any time, but it looks like
Run is a
he's taking it.
sadist. Run is a
Honestly,
sadist.
he
Okay,
is.
like he's enjoying they have a sadomasochist kind of
Yeah, there
relationship.
has to be. It has to
Clearly,
be.
because it's like there's no way that he's pushing you up against the wall and forcing kisses on you, and then you kissing back.
Yeah, he
Like,
was like into it. He was into like the
and then
public
y'all
play right
getting your
there.
clothes. Like, it seems as if like that's the agreement y'all have, and that's, I mean, if there's consent and it don't look like it, okay. Like,
I don't
do you?
know.
Maybe
It
he
looked
wasn't getting that with
consensual.
Coon
That's
Ellis.
Yeah, it looked consensual. I don't know, but then also
Yeah.
it seems abusive at times, too, where he's like, "I own you, you're mine." Like, I don't know. There's probably some like reason Run, uh, turned over to the dark side. Probably he was,
Right.
it was to save the company. Maybe he did it for Ellis.
Maybe.
There's some, what's it called? Blackmailing going on, right?
There could be blackmailing, or maybe just
Or maybe he
the
just tasted that D and was like, "This is better than."
exactly what I was gonna say. Maybe
He
it
was
filled him up
riding
in
it.
ways
He was
that
riding it
Alice
in that
could never
hotel.
fill it. Maybe. I don't
Ew.
know.
I don't
Just
know.
saying. I don't know. And then Pang. Child.
I was like, okay, Pat, straight backstory. He had a girlfriend in college. Work.
Yeah, and he low-key chased her, which is very cute.
Mm-hmm.
But then she broke up with him because she went to study abroad. So clearly, it seems as if they broke up for pretty legit reasons. Not anything bad happened,
Yeah,
per
not anything
se.
relationship wise, but even then, I feel like, I don't know. Do you really have to break up when you
No,
go.
but sometimes some people can't handle long distance, so maybe that's why. And I
I
get it.
guess. But then don't
But
expect
also,
to come
like,
back and act like nothing happened once you graduated.
yeah, and it
Once you
seems
got
as
your
if she came
degree,
back
you
like
think you know
years
everything.
later because apparently that happened when they were in college.
Yeah, like
And now
homeboy
they're like
is.
in their professional life, and it's like, girl, you trying to recapture something that happened like 5 years ago?
Yeah,
Like,
talking
more
about. I
than
saw
likely,
your
he
sad
moved on.
Instagram story, and I pulled up.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
And the
girl, go
fact
back to
that
America.
he blocked her,
Yeah,
he
she's like,
all of
I'm
that,
on
like
my
he
Finsta. I found you on my Finsta. Girl, stalker too. Why even want to stalk her?
right. I was like, Pat must have something that people stalking him because
Yo, that
also
Bucci
too,
good.
yeah, he's something like something on him is great. I
Oh
don't know
my
what it
god.
is. He might have that nipple. I don't know.
Ooh, his skin.
Something is
He has really nice skin. He's very
he
pale
does.
though, like the actor.
Yeah, he a little too pale,
Yeah,
but
Cad. He's very.
like he's almost see through. That is
Oh my
true.
god. He's also on a
But
survival show right now. This man,
who?
Cad. He's on a survival show right now called Starlight Boys. It's on
Oh
IGE
wait,
as
isn't
well.
that? Yeah, I was gonna say that's on IGE.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe I
so
might need to watch that.
we can go see him sing and dance if we want to.
Can he sing and dance?
I don't know. I really don't know. I
Do
haven't
I?
seen. I haven't seen yet. But I will take a peek.
Yeah. So, but Pang, I I
She
don't get this girl.
she need to go
Like,
home.
and she also showed up at his hotel, and that see that
That's what I mean. Like
the
these
man is.
are crazy
I'm like, Pat is
characters.
trying to have trying to have a vacation. He's trying to get his mind right,
He's
and
trying to
then
chill with
both of
his
these people,
bestie. Like,
right, just trying to chill with his bestie, and
and his
then
bestie sell him out too to the boss.
right, and it's like, come on, y'all, can this man have at least 2 days to himself? Just two. That's all he needs to kind of get his plans in order. Like that's all he needs, and they're not even giving him that. What are your thoughts so far on this show?
I'm loving the mess. I really am. I just hope it
Me
doesn't get
too.
too repetitive with the like, will they, won't they? They better solidify a relationship in the next episode or two. You
I
know,
have a feeling they're probably going to, but then it's going to get really messy because I think Pang wants that thing. And I
Pang
think
has.
Run wants that thing too. I think Run wants to have both Ellis and the competitor. And then Kim, as you saw in the most recent episode, Kim brought Run into the mix because Kim trying to get Ellis too. So
Kim
I have
being
a feeling
messy.
Kim is being so messy. I have a feeling Pat and Ellis are going to officially be together, and then you're going to have all these people trying to mess things up while there's these business deals happening in the background. Like, it's going to be messy AF, and I'm here for every minute of it.
I just hope we get a not so toxic relationship at the end of this. I hope Pat really stands up to homeboy over here.
Right. And Ellis stops stalking because this stalking is not okay. Like, it's not cute at all.
Not cute is not cute. It might be a little hot, but not cute.
Not cute. Not even the slightest. Well, anyway, we have to get to the end of this. I have to go back to being Spanish for a little bit.
All right,
So
she living her
that
Spanish
is it.
her Cheetah Girls 2 life.
No, absolutely
No,
not.
you're not
Absolutely.
amigas, cheetahs,
No.
friends for life. Y'all should
No.
recreate that. Y'all
And
should
I will not. I'm going to recreate lying in bed and waking up when I want to.
Boo.
And that is it for this episode of Ride Can Top My Knee. Please don't be Coon Ellis and stalk people, but you can stalk our show.
Hey. I hope the ride in your life spanks your knee.
Oh, okay. That sounds like you would have a reflex action. Okay. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.